we eat food, and this time there's an extra person eating food with us.
Her name's Mary Grace.
Hi.
She's cool.
Thank you, Charlotte.
I'm Carrie. This is Charlotte. This is Vivian.
Hi.
Hopefully you know us already. And also, if you already know us, surely you've hit subscribe. Because why would you not?
We're great here.
So, anyway, today we're going to be opening our Universal Yums box. And we're going to be trying the snacks that are inside. If you are interested, I will leave you a link with some information down below so that you can go ahead and try the box out for yourself. If you use that link, it will help us out for money towards a future box for ourselves. So, all right, here comes the fun part where we find out what country we have. And also, I wield a knife. Actually, I'll just use scissors because we have a guest.
No knives in front of the guest. We'll cut towards her.
You can't put your guests in danger.
No.
Never.
Uh-oh. Grease got a little squished.
Oh, God.
boy.
Grease is bent.
Grease.
We're off to Greece.
Greece.
I'm excited. I've really actually always wanted to visit Greece.
Me too.
The sticker says, I discovered the golden fleece, and then they crossed that out and put feast in Greece.
Cute.
Okay, the first thing we're doing is almond baklava.
Okay.
Oh,
I love baklava.
I
I
used
never
to
got
get
Good.
almond baklava though. It's always like pistachios or like walnuts.
I always used to get confused with baklava and balaclavas.
Which is the ski mask.
Yeah. Almond baklava, Greece's nutty take on the flaky classic. When exploring Greece, there are a few things you must do. See the Parthenon, soak up the sun on a white sand beach, and try baklava. Sorry, we don't make the rules, we just happily abide by them. So why is baklava a must? Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find a single Greek celebration, be it a wedding, holiday dinner, or birthday party, without a platter of the syrupy, centuries-old sweet front and center. And it never gets boring, as there are tons of different varieties to choose from. There's Kourkoubinia, the itty-bitty bite-sized variety, Kataifi, the kind made with stringy, shredded phyllo dough, and even Saragli, which is baklava rolled up like a mini burrito. I don't speak Greek. But
It's all Greek to her.
It's all Greek to me, baby. But to kick our Greek adventure into high gear, we brought you the one and only original, flaky as ever, and filled with honeyed almonds. Be sure to savor it. Like seeing the Parthenon or sitting on a spectacular Greek beach, you'll never forget your first time tasting Greek baklava.
Oh, it feels very wet inside.
Yeah.
Oh.
Baklava is like they pour
soak
like a
it.
syrup
Yeah.
when they make it.
Oh, they put it in a little tray for you.
That's good.
I'm just gonna tip it
Nice
over.
of them.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
pooling.
dripping.
There's pooling.
Yep.
Oh.
That looks about right.
Uh-oh.
They put it in a plastic tray, but the tray did not. It's sticky on the bottom of the plastic tray.
I don't know what to do with this, y'all.
I would say tip it out and cut it. Yeah. It's literally straight up like honey, sugar, lemon syrup that they just like soak.
It's making wet noises.
Yeah, it does that.
And I don't appreciate
It's
it.
squelching.
I'm excited for this. I love baklava.
I'm excited
It's-
for it. I
yeah.
just think it's an interesting
it's
thing to
interesting.
to package.
Yeah, it's a weird thing to attempt to send.
Places.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay, everyone.
Oh, it's not structurally
Yep.
sound. Oh no!
On the phone.
It
Tastes about right. It's not as like crispy on top as like
Yeah.
a fresh one would be.
It's all pretty like stodgy, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, though.
It's
It is really
delicious, but
It
yeah.
reminds me of the Entenmann's version of a baklava. Like,
Yeah.
you know how Entenmann's, like, you can
It's
taste what
good.
they're going for?
Like their donuts aren't really donuts, but it's shaped like a donut, so you can eat it.
Yeah,
It
and you're
walks like
like,
a
I
donut,
get
it
what
talks
they're
like
going for here, and I want a sweet, so I'll
It's
acceptable.
good.
yeah.
Yeah, it just tastes like the packaged version of
Yeah.
a baked good. It's not bad. It
It is
tastes
what it is.
good, but it's not as good as the real thing.
Yeah. And it's very sticky.
Like really sticky.
I like my fingers and I'm fine.
I'll run up there and wipe everything off, I guess.
Okay.
Now we have a fun interlude.
It's just the goyles.
Just the goyles.
Just the goyles. Well,
Just the
she's a
goyles.
goyle.
She's a goyle.
She's a woman.
She's a woman.
She's a woman.
Welcome to the
lady.
comedy hour. What do you call a magic dog?
I don't know. What do you call a magic dog?
A labracadabrador.
Wow.
What do you call an unimportant child gathering stone? A minor.
Thank you.
All right. Next item. What do we need?
Roasted garlic bread chips. Finally, garlic bread you can snack on. I feel like you can snack on garlic bread.
Yeah.
Who's stopping you?
You probably know that garlic is good for your body, but did you know it's good for your soul too? Let us explain. In Greece, there's a widespread belief that bad luck can be caused simply by receiving a malicious glare. Locals aptly call this phenomenon evil eye, or mati. How do they protect themselves? With a special evil eye neutralizing amulet, or garlic. Folks keep garlic cloves in their pockets or handbags and hang them above entryways into their homes and businesses. We prefer a slightly tastier tactic, munching on these extra crunchy bread chips coated in pungent garlic seasoning. I don't know if pungent is the word I want to hear when I'm about to eat something, but...
It's gotta suck for vampires in Greece.
Yeah.
Or Italy.
Have you ever heard of Grecian vampires?
Maybe they just don't
Well,
go there.
sun all the time, and you can't drink anyone's blood because the garlic.
Yeah.
And there's like garlic
Well,
everywhere.
maybe that's why they're like social outcasts. Ever
Just
thought
that,
about
and not the vampirism.
No. I didn't expect them to be so little.
Yeah.
Doesn't
like garlic.
smell that garlicky. It's garlicky.
It's garlicky.
But not
like
overwhelmingly.
yeah.
It tastes like garlic bread. You get what you signed up for.
It tastes normal.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not pungent.
It's not too much. The bread helps balance.
It's good.
Like I'm glad they're bread chips and not like potato chips. Because I feel like we've had garlic potato chips and then your breath just smells bad.
Yeah.
Like real bad.
These are like a normal, natural amount of garlic flavor.
A natural amount of garlic flavor in your processed
Well-
chips.
We've had some where it's just like
Yeah.
garlic. Like,
To the face.
yeah.
We heard you wanted garlic.
Yeah, those would be good on like with some like cheese.
Or thrown on a salad as a crouton. All right, what's next, friend? Child?
Daughter.
Daughter?
Peanut and hazelnut puffs. And she's
Corn
upset.
puffs.
Oh, you don't like hazelnut?
Roasted peanut or hazelnut? Why not both? One of these nut puffs had healing powers. According to Dioscorides, a famous Greek physician and author of a millennia-spanning medical journal, they do. For a nasty cough, he'd prescribe a mixture of hazelnut and honey. For colds, cooked hazelnut and pepper. He even created a cure for baldness by smearing a paste of charred hazelnut and animal fat on receding hairlines across Greece. These puffs might not do anything for your luscious locks, or lack thereof, but with an addictive crunch, they're a go-to remedy for a rumbly tummy.
I was thinking we should do them today.
Oh, we need to smear hazelnut and vegetable paste or animal fat on his head.
They look.
They smell like Reese's cereal.
They look like tater tots.
They do. All right.
Oh yeah, they do smell like Reese's Puffs cereal.
Reese's Puffs.
I'm
That's what
still
I've never
gonna
liked,
try
so-
one. I'm gonna put a couple
That's
on
exactly
the
what
plate.
they smell like. Ooh. Okay. I'm scared.
Don't expect it to be sweet.
I'm not.
It is salty.
It sort of reminds me of those combos pretzel snacks.
Actually, it's good. Oh.
It's just like peanut butter.
Yeah.
But
Kinda like a-
unsweetened.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's like those combos because it's salty instead of sweet.
Peanut butter.
It's like the peanut butter filled pretzels.
Those are weird. Like from an American palate, like
You would expect them to be sweet.
there's
Yeah.
mostly our snack foods that involve peanut
Or hazelnut.
or hazelnut are sweet, not
Yeah.
salty.
But
So-
once you know what you're getting into, like they don't taste bad or anything.
Yeah,
It's just like interesting.
yeah.
She's interesting. She's mysterious. She's got a past. She's got a story.
Yeah.
I mean, we eat salted peanuts as far
It
as like a
reminds me of,
chip goes or a
Peanut butter
puff.
crackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, or as they call them here in the South, nabs.
Oh, is that what
I
they
don't
call
know
them?
why they call them nabs.
I've never heard that.
Oh,
Nabisco.
all right.
Didn't know that.
Next are almond milk toffees. They're in the yum bag.
The yum
They call
bag.
it the yum bag.
The candy sack.
Oh.
That's worse. Imagine if they called it the yum sack. The little bag of goodies. The little bag of yums.
Goodie bag.
Yeah.
Goodie bag.
Call it the goodie bag.
Oh, they're so
Yep.
cute.
I wonder if they taste like marzipan.
That's what I was thinking.
I hope so. I like marzipan.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay, almond milk toffees. Shh. The soft, rich, and creamy treat from Athens. There's a reason the ancient Greeks called almonds nut gracia.
Yeah? That's what they call them?
They're like the commitment at first and then just the dwindling confidence. Not grace.
Graeca. Gracia?
Gracia.
Nut. It spelled nut, but I don't know. Nut Gracia. Greek nuts. If Greeks are plucking almonds straight from the tree as a snack, they're savoring them at any other meal of the day. Maybe it's during breakfast of Loukoumades. I'm saying all the ES's as E's because I'm just thinking of Hercules. Those
But
are
that's the Roman name, isn't it? It's Heracles.
the same ES sound.
Yeah. I just felt like correcting you.
We got it on the recording.
Please put a reality TV sound in. For that. Like the Those
But
are
that's the Roman name, isn't it? It's Heracles.
the same ES sound.
Yeah. I just felt like correcting you.
Maybe it's during a breakfast of Loukoumades. We're going with it. Donut balls topped with ground almonds. An afternoon appetizer of scordalia, creamy almond and garlic dip, or a sweet dessert of baklava, like the one in your box. Even candies get the almond treatment, so feel free to eat these chewy yums any time of the day. Really, you'd only be immersing yourself deeper in the local culture.
Go.
How is it, Charlotte?
She just went for it.
Softer than you'd think.
Really sticky.
Oh.
Tastes very caramelly.
Oh, I have paper stuck still.
Me too.
That did not go well.
It's like,
I have to
trying to
peel
get a
the
Laffy
paper.
Taffy. Oh.
Yeah. Or like Starburst.
Mm-hmm.
It's stuck on me. They smell good. I can smell them. Help. Thank you.
I like it.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just sweet and nice. They're kind of milky.
Mm-hmm.
Caramelly. I guess that's
Kind
what
of like
toffee.
butterscotch.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty, like,
Flavorful.
inoffensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't really get a ton of almonds, but I
No.
also feel like almonds are really mild flavor.
Almond has like
No
a neutral flavor.
A lot of times,
This is why they use it
almond
for-
flavored things wind up tasting very cherry for whatever reason. to me.
Yeah.
And these aren't like that.
No.
Yeah, it airs more on the side of like
Nothing.
definitely like butterscotchy, caramelly.
Caramel, like
Milk,
toffee.
sugar.
Or
Yeah.
Toffee. So.
Yeah. Okay, next are paprika and tomato potato chips. Tomato potato. Or paprika and tomato potato chips.
Potato chips.
I don't think they say potato.
No, I don't think they do.
But they do say tomato.
Tomato, isn't it?
Is that you're British? Garden fresh tomato meets smoky paprika. You have one person to thank for these chips. Ioannis Kapodistrias, Greece's first prime minister. Convinced that the potato was the key to boosting the economy, he started giving them away for free in 1829. When the public didn't see the appeal, he hatched a new plan. He had armed guards protect the next potato shipment as it arrived in Nafplion. Locals, believing the potatoes to be valuable, started stealing them, and before long the potatoes spread countrywide. Ingenious, right? Almost as ingenious as, say, pairing potato chips with tomato and smoky Greek paprika. I feel like there was another country that did something similar with potatoes.
They guarded the, like,
Garden.
farms.
Yeah.
What a strategy. Trick them.
Reverse psychology, baby.
Yeah.
And then people would steal the potatoes and plant them themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't pirate a potato.
These didn't make the best trip.
Oh.
They're a tiny squished up in there, but there's some decent
They
sized
Oh,
smell
I got
ones.
one. They smell really good.
Smoky. You know. I love a good tomato flavored potato chip. What can I say?
Here we go.
Strong flavor.
Tastes like bacon. Tastes like
I
barbecue.
think it's the smokiness.
That tastes like just regular Lay's barbecue chips.
But you know, like that kind of bitter aftertaste of a tomato, especially like the seeds, like that sort of hits me at the end.
Yeah.
I don't.
Remember when I said
I eat
something about
tomatoes
tomato
often.
seeds like last time and you made fun of me for it?
I don't know.
You were like, what are you talking about?
Well, because I don't really eat tomatoes raw.
Yeah.
I tolerate them in like salads and stuff, but I don't love them. So
These are a little bitter. Like there's something about them that's a little bitter for me.
I don't think it's in an unpleasant way, though. I think for me it makes them not boring.
If you get
A
some,
little bitterness to spice it
some
up.
have less flavoring on them than others. And I got one that was like very coated, and it was like,
Wow.
yeah.
But they are nice. Yeah, I like the smokiness of the...
They're interesting, but it definitely reminds me more of like bacon than like paprika.
Yeah, it's very
To be fair, I don't know what paprika
Yeah.
tastes like.
Paprika,
I wouldn't be able to,
honestly,
like,
It doesn't taste like much.
Pin it down.
I mean, I've used
Unless you
smoked paprika in things, and it does offer like a bit of smokiness to things, but something about this, I guess just the salty combination with the smoke is bacony to me. What's next?
Grape must
Oh, I'm scared.
mustokulura cookie.
Mm,
Mustokulura.
soft cookie.
Naturally and artificially flavored.
Best of
For
both
variety.
worlds, you know?
Greek pressed grapes in a soft ring cookie. Folks don't often use the word musty to describe good things. Usually basements or socks. But we found the exception. These soft, cinnamony cookies are meant to be musty. They're made with literal grape must, a thick mixture made up of freshly pressed juice, skins, seeds, and stems of the grape, usually prepared as the first step of winemaking. Fortunately, the must made in the northern Greek city of Kilkis doesn't get turned into wine. It's used to make this traditional moustoukoulouro cookie an absolute must for any visit to Greece. So it's not... I don't think they're describing it as musty,
It's, yeah.
the name of the
I know.
thing. I was worried about the fact that it said must on it.
Oh.
Oh, she broken.
She's broken. He's okay.
I was about to make the same joke.
The same stupid joke.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's soft. Like, it's not like a
It's
cookie
like a cake,
texture. Yeah.
Sort of.
It
Like a
looks-
cake donut.
The way it looks like it's cutting, it reminds me of like moon sand.
Mm.
Like kinetic sand.
Mhm.
Take your piece.
Smells
Ooh.
weird. It smells like the
It smells like
Kerner's Folly house
Christmas.
during Christmas.
Yeah, it smells like cinnamon and cardamom and stuff.
Oh, that's so dry.
Oh, yeah.
It's so dry.
My mouth is mad.
it's really perfumey.
I don't want to keep
Yeah, I
eating
feel like
it.
it doesn't taste like anything, but I feel like my mouth tastes like things.
Yeah. It's like
It has like the feeling of a flavor.
it's like coating my tongue. I just
Yeah, like I feel like the inside of my mouth smells like things, but I feel like this itself like could
I'm
not.
smelling
hold
more
flavor.
than I'm tasting.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to describe.
You're
We're
gonna
experiencing thing. Oh, she's not okay.
I keep
I don't know
eating
why
it
I'm
'cause
going in for a second
I know,
bite.
it's so interesting. It's not bad.
It's just, your mouth is a desert.
Yeah, it's so dry. Dry.
It's like all stuck to the top of my mouth
Like
forever.
You bite it and it sort of avalanches in. You were right about the sand.
I love
It falls apart to sand in your mouth.
Right, no one talk for a minute because I literally have to scrape this off the top of my mouth. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I don't mind the way that tasted, but
Yeah, it tasted like Christmas.
yeah.
I didn't really get much
very
grape.
sweet though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't understand where the grape supposedly was. Wouldn't you think with all that stuff in there,
tasted
it
it.
would be like moist somehow?
I tasted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me it
It
reminds
It tasted like the smell of wine, which is gross.
It's
me.
that
It
is
did
true.
sort of smell like alcohol.
It was it's like fruity in the way that like I don't know what. Christmassy,
Here,
like
take a picture.
Yeah,
Some sort of, like-
something about it feels very like this was made in Old Salem,
Yeah.
kinda.
You bought it as like a little souvenir. And
Yeah,
You're like, oh,
and
this is so
this is
cute.
fun.
And then you get home and you're
And
like,
you're like,
huh.
oh, I
and then you
regret my
throw it away.
purchase.
It tastes like an old lady's house.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I said, Kerner's Folly. But
yeah,
in
at Christmas time.
All right, announce what we're doing again.
Drizzled milk chocolate wafer. Greece's version of a, in parentheses, better Kit Kat.
Oh.
My goodness, do the
favorite.
people at Universal
Universal
Yums, boy, do they love their wafers. They love their wafers.
Obsessed with wafers?
You
Yes.
are!
Get excited! Greece is where wafers were invented. Back in 146 BC, Athenians cooked them by pouring batter between two hot plates, like an ancient waffle iron, and topping the finished wafers, called obilios, with herbs and cheese. To see how far Greek wafers have come since then, just take a bite of this yum. With four crispy...
She's playing with
She's
it.
playing with the sand. Playing with the sand cake. Just take a bite of this yum. With 4 crispy wafers slathered in cocoa cream, then coated in rich chocolate, and then drizzled with even more chocolate, you're basically tasting 2,000 years of innovation. And boy, is it good.
Is it just me, or is the word slathered, like, weird and bad?
Ooh.
You can see how my reading skills just deteriorate through each of these recordings. It's really hard to do a cold read.
A cold read? These are sides for...
It's like reading. It's like having to read in class.
Oh, no, like popcorn reading?
Yeah.
Blah.
And you like try and figure out like who's
when you'll
how many
be reading
people
and what
for
you'll be
you.
reading.
Yeah. And then you like spend your whole time reading that
sticky.
instead of paying attention in
And
class.
then the teacher switches it up
Yeah,
on you.
and then you're wrong, and then you're like, oh god!
Don't know what I'm going to read.
Should I just do fourths?
And then you hear someone read the part that you were gonna
You were
read,
gonna
and
read
they
it,
mess up, and you're like, I wouldn't have done that.
I prepared. You're a loser. Yeah, what a loser thing to do.
Pick your piece.
Ah.
Smells like a Kit Kat.
Smells exactly like it's a Kit Kat.
It is.
It is better than a Kit Kat.
Let me put it on this.
I like
There's
it.
like
There's
more
Like, you
chocolate.
can tell that
No.
it's
It's
higher
creamier.
quality and more chocolate, but I feel like the chocolate doesn't really have a taste. It doesn't, like,
It does.
taste like
I
chocolate.
think it tastes more like chocolate than Kit Kats do. And I love Kit Kats. Never been in the mountains. I just like could not stop eating them. I love Kit Kats. I think these are better. That's been
They're more chocolatey. And
Yeah.
just creamy.
creamy.
Mm.
They've got
I think
cream.
it's that the wafers in this are more substantial.
Yeah, you can feel
And so-
wafer and chocolate.
You're
It
getting
sounds like you're
maybe
eating a
less
brick
chocolate
of
taste.
candy.
Yeah.
Like a Kit Kat.
And it's a
is.
thinner coating of chocolate on the outside than a Kit Kat. Mm-hmm. So that's why you aren't tasting as much chocolate as you were hoping to.
I really like it. I think it is nice.
All right.
Pomegranate jelly candy. That's in the bag. So it has in the book it has like locations for each of the foods. You probably noticed that they are mentioned. So the last one was Athens because the Athenians made the thing. This one just says the underworld.
That makes sense. Pomegranate.
Yeah.
Persephone.
I just like that that's the location that they picked for this. Tart and sweet and exceptionally chewy. Pomegranate is dangerous, at least in Greek mythology. As the story goes, Hades, god of the dead, trapped Persephone, goddess of vegetation, in the underworld, leaving Greece with no crops. Hades eventually agreed to release her, but first he fed her some pomegranate. Nice, right? Nope. Food was forbidden in the underworld, so eating the pomegranate meant Persephone had to stay there for a portion of every year. That's how the Greeks explained the seasons. Fortunately for you, modern Greeks actually consider pomegranate to be good luck, so, as well as a must-have for weddings and New Year's Eve parties. That means you can go ahead and enjoy this juicy pomegranate jelly, no strings attached. That is not the version of the myth that I have been told, and it is wrong. But
Yeah, and also, like,
What were you told?
why does that make the pomegranates bad luck? It's not their fault. Any food that she would have eaten. Hey,
They
she ate
smell
6
sour.
corn chips. Doesn't
they're
matter.
very soft.
These are the same texture as CBD gummies. that I take to go to sleep. Same exact texture. Tastes better.
It feels like the vitamins we take.
That's what she was just saying.
Like any sort of thing, because it's got this like sugar coating on the outside that a lot of like
And
chewy
they're not, like,
vitamins take.
Gummy, like,
They aren't
They're
firm.
gummy
chewy.
bears.
They're soft. They're sort of
They're
like
jelly,
yeah,
like it says.
soft.
I guess you should
Not
take
bad.
their word for it.
They're delicious.
They're really good.
Very, very, very sweet to me. Like, very
but a
sweet.
little tart.
They remind me of sweet tarts, like the same flavor.
Yeah.
Like the sweet tart ropes, if you've ever had those. Same flavor.
A little, like, this weird, sort of, like, vaguely artificial feeling in the sourness at the end.
They're good. I'm not going to rush off to buy more.
Yeah.
I'm
But
glad
they
we
were
Oh,
tried
nice.
them.
Yeah, they were nice.
Good texture.
Do not regret
Satisfying
eating
texture.
them.
No, unlike
So
some
far,
other things.
there hasn't been anything
Some
that we've
things.
tried that I've been like,
gross.
or over the moon about either.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like, nothing has me like, oh, I want to go buy more of those.
The Kit Kats.
All
I like the Kit Kats.
The box
right, but we have two
I
more.
do like about this box that most of these things are like interesting.
Yes.
So
More unusual than. We've been having a lot of the same types of items for a while, like always like some sort of gummy snack and like always.
a lot of sweets, and this one has more salties.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. However, these next two things are sweets. Okay, next is Prickly Pear Turkish Delight.
Oh,
I've
we
been
just
told that
tried
Turkish
Narnia.
delights are gross.
We just tried prickly pear candy. Where did Miss Sarah bring it back from? Arizona. Wonder if this will taste about the same.
Greek lukumi, inspired by a cactus fruit. We know what you're thinking. Why is there a Turkish delight in the Greece box?
Yeah, you guys.
God.
That's exactly what I was thinking. How do you know?
Well, both countries were once part of the Ottoman Empire, so they have a lot of cuisine in common. Turkish delight, or lukumi as it's known in Greece, is the perfect example. After spreading from Istanbul to Greece in the early 19th century, locals quickly made it their own. Take this yum. It tastes just like the fruit of the prickly pear cactus, a staple of the Aegean Islands. Because prickly pear is usually covered in spines, these lukumi jellies are the safest and most delicious way to taste this iconic Greek flavor.
I've had Turkish delights before. They're good. I think some people think they're gross because the traditional ones are rose flavored.
Rose flavored
And I like rose flavored things.
I feel like I know this.
Yeah.
No, I feel like because I've seen lots of stuff being like, why did Edmund go with the queen? These are gross.
Yeah.
In Narnia, when she feeds him Turkish delights, and you
They're
see it in the movie,
delicious.
and you think it's like Jello,
Right, yeah.
just like cherry
Jello
Jello.
and powdered sugar,
Yeah.
but they're rose flavored.
They look
Oh.
kind of.
Oh.
They're
gonna
very
take a-
white.
I'm gonna take a picture just because.
They're not as like satisfyingly perfectly square as you would want.
Yeah, and they just look bigger on the box too.
Yeah.
Yeah, these remind me of trying to eat
Powdered donuts.
or
You can't
beignet.
breathe out. Yeah, and you cannot take deep breaths.
Don't sneeze. Don't blink.
I'm trying to pick a small one because I'm not sure about this situation.
They're interesting.
I liked the ones Sarah brought us
They're
better.
a little goopy.
Yeah.
Aren't they kind of goopy? The goop troop at it again.
Again.
Yeah.
Very perfumey, as most Turkish delights are, I think. I don't know how they get them so perfumey.
Yeah, I don't like the way it feels in my mouth.
They're very goopy. They're like, yeah. They turn into a paste in your mouth, basically.
Sort of slimy, like
Like cornstarch.
Dry and slimy at once.
Oobleck.
yeah, I
The
just
flavor. Let's
so
talk
the
about
ones
flavor,
that we had from Arizona were more similar in texture to these, the pomegranate
That's
candies.
the kind that I've had before too. Those are
Um,
just paste.
and I could taste a little more of the actual flavor, I felt like, of the prickly pear in those. These were just a lot of sweet, and I didn't feel like I got a ton of
Yeah, how
prickly
would you
pear.
describe the flavor of these? Sort of like
Flowery.
Flower, like perfumey.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like if
Sweet and
flowers
floral.
were a fruit.
Yeah.
Like if you've ever had lavender candies.
Or sort of like if you took Hawaiian fruit punch, and like diluted it the way you would do a very dangerous acid. Like 1 part Hawaiian fruit punch and then like 1,000 parts water. Like that.
Like a drop of...
Or if you only watered a flower with
Hawaiian fruit punch.
and then ate the flour.
and then ate the flower.
And then that's what we just ate.
Yeah, it's like a very flowery fruit.
Hopefully we're ending on a good note. This is a very classy looking box of almond shortbread.
I love these.
Almond Core Beauty's cookies, Greece's famously cozy Christmas time treat.
Oh, Christmas.
If you received the turkey box in May, did we?
Yes.
We received the turkey box in May. Then you might think you're seeing double, but there's a subtle difference between turkey kurabiye and these Greek kourabides.
Whatever.
Kourabides, almond biscuits. Their shape. According to legend, when the Ottoman Turks occupied Greece in the middle of the 15th century, kourabides cookies had to be baked in a crescent shape, in homage to the Turkish flag. So you could say that digging into these round kourabides is a delicious way of celebrating Greece's independence since 1821. Coincidentally, they're also Greece's favorite way of celebrating Christmas.
Goodbye, black shirt. You were nice while you lasted.
Oh.
We used to get these at Christmas time.
Look at
Are you guys Greek?
look
No,
at
there's just a lot of
look at the
people
sugar
here.
inside the container.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing that I realized. A lot of our like traditions are just an amalgamate of things from other cultures. They're just like northern, just like Polish. Well, I am Polish, but like Jewish, Greek, Russian.
Holy cannoli. All right, we're
Yeah.
just cutting this
Yeah.
into some.
That's a big one.
She's a big boy. She's a big boy. Gender is a spectrum.
Yeah.
Whoa. They're kind of crumbly. They're very crumbly.
Crumbled. Why would you take the one that was the one I could reach? You're so mean.
That's a lot of. I knew that was gonna happen.
Very almond.
These are very dry, but they like hydrate instantly in your mouth and not in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not like the sand cake.
Mm-hmm.
They're crispy. They're crispy dry, not like
Muddy
loose
dry.
packed.
Wet sand.
Yeah.
I like.
I'd
them.
rather have them from like a local bakery or something. I feel like I should be able to taste butter, and I don't.
I do.
You?
I wonder
I
if there's
wish
butter
there
in
wasn't
them.
so much powdered sugar.
There's
Heresy.
no butter in them.
Palm oil.
It's shortening.
Then what am I tasting?
Artificial flavors.
Shortening
Last
and
ingredient.
palm oil. So yeah, traditional shortbread is basically just flour, butter, and sugar, and maybe some salt, I think. So when I hear shortbread, I'm expecting it to taste like butter, baby.
It did have a nice almond flavor.
Yes.
I did taste the almond. I wish there wasn't so much powdered sugar. It was sort of too much to where that's almost... It overpowered the cookie itself for me. Like, I would say that these would be good with a cup of tea, but there's, like, too much powdered sugar for that to be, like, an
Not
option.
feasible.
Yeah.
Don't eat these on the go.
No.
Yeah.
They're
Don't
really
eat them in
messy.
your car.
Yeah. Eat
They're
it with
crumbly.
a plate.
Don't feed them to your 1-year-old.
I know. Dustbuster. Goodbye.
Turn on your Roomba. Sit down.
On the floor, naked. And then eat them.
And then immediately take a shower.
Yeah. So that's how you gotta do it, guys.
I don't like being dirty.
Patented method.
All right.
It's a 12-step process.
Overall, I kind of this box was sort of middle of the road for me. Like, there was nothing that I was super excited to try.
Middle of the road, but like better leaning because there wasn't anything like
There wasn't
too
anything bad. I
Yeah.
don't know if there's anything that I would want us to buy again.
Yeah. I'm glad we tried it. It was
Yes,
fun.
it was fun. It was interesting. It was more interesting than some of the
I want to
things.
go to Greece and, like, try some of these things from an actual
From there.
bakery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice. I liked this
Very
one.
good.
I liked that they had more salty things.
Yeah.
We always like when there's more salty things.
That's all from us. Please subscribe. Please, God,
Like.
we're locked in the basement and she won't let us out until she gets a new subscriber.
Mary Grace is subscribed.
I am.
Be like Mary Grace.
Yeah.
For the
We said she's cool, so be cool.
You know.
You wanna be
You
cool.
know it's right.
for legal purposes, that was a joke.
I'm going to edit it out.
My-
All right.
The fun said, let's change the subject.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.